Sutter Creek, California. I'm here with my friend Elsie, and we are going to the Sutter Creek Hotel. This is old. Ghost. It's an old what do you call it? Gold Rush town. Pretty cool steel doors there. You notice some of these buildings are brick because they probably burned down like 5 or 6 times, and they finally had the money to build them out of brick.
You're recording? Fun story.
Yeah.
A building recently burned down, and when they went through the rubble, they found tunnels underneath.
Oh,
Can't get in.
there's tunnels. I love it. And yes, we're gonna do things legit. It's a cool old town.
So we're gonna investigate this.
That's freaking rad.
And my mom was like, should we have 2 of these? And I was like, I drove you here. She goes, I know your dad drove me.
It's Elsie's able to walk way faster than me because I'm a gimp. But I do a lot better than I used to.
What do you think about red mullets?
There's nothing wrong with the red mullet. Le mullet. Cool.
The bookstore that used to be in Jackson is now here.
Ah. Oh, wow. My wife would love this place. There you go, Brooke. The Sutter native.
There's 2 stores I know of that used to sell ghost or vampire hunting equipment or supplies, and that's this store. This one. They have like the crosses. And
Oh, wow. They have exorcism kits. As a matter of fact, I think I saw an exorcism kit in one of the stores here. Something you see in these towns are these steel shutters.
It's got the tall sidewalks for the stagecoaches.
Yeah.
So Native Son Hall, the first Native Son of California was in Jackson, but since we're next door, the next city over, of course, that was pretty quickly. I hear Bella Grace is haunted. Wait, we might be investigating the Sutter Creek.
I was going to say the Sutter is a pretty busy place usually. It's like one of the more posh towns in this area. Lots of wineries.
The way it's built.
So, Stephen King, I'm thinking it right here.
That's probably Old Tunnel.
Wow.
It's really creepy down there. So that's probably Old Tunnel.
Wow.
Because those kind of stacking, they called that the China Wall. 'Cause we had a lot of Chinese.
Well, that's a French drainage system there.
So this is the building that burned down.
Oh, wow. Just recently, huh?
We don't have time right now to
Yeah.
look and see, but you can see the tunnels. I can tell you one of the places I absolutely cannot go into
Uh-huh.
is right across the street, there's a shop called the Antique Garden.
The Antique Garden.
Yeah, so actually, this one, they're all kind of connected.
Huh.
No, it's the Antique Garden. That place, like you literally walk in and you're like, woo! Like, the energy in that smacks you so hard.
Kind of like the closet at your house.
Yeah, I can't be in there for very long. But it's extremely powerful.
Rad.
Hi, bitches!
And we have friends coming. That's rad. I'm gonna shut this bad boy down.
Oh, great. Hi.
Hello. So we're starting our spooky tour.
And it disrupts them. Sometimes they'll make themselves. Well, we stayed here after what date was that? April?
No, we're in April now.
Oh, that was March. Okay.
So I think it was
I'm thinking way back now.
March 11th,
March
I think it
11th,
was.
thank you very much. We
Does
were in
that
the
sound right?
library room, which is part of the main house.
Yes.
So we had done the whole tour. We did another investigation afterwards. We came back exhausted into the room. Selma said, I'm gonna go to sleep. So I laid in the other bed and I'm looking at the curtains. The middle part of the curtain, the middle just went up about 4 inches. And I went, oh, that's gotta be like the air going on. It did it again. I went, okay, I can't just, I gotta go, I investigate. So I thought it was maybe a register underneath. So I looked down, there's no register, and then there was, opposite side of the room, there was like a, what do you call it?
Mini split.
Mini split.
But it's up high.
Yeah, way up high, and then there's the room. And I checked the window to make sure there wasn't anything going on. So I went, okay, if there's anybody here, I'm gonna go back, do it again. So I laid back, and the middle part went, did it again. And I went, okay, thanks. So then I laid there, and the left side of my hair got nicely stroked. At night I put my hair up in the front. It got nicely stroked. And I just went, thank you. If this is Virginia, thank you. Whoever wants to say hi, we appreciate it. And I'm sorry we brought so many people over for you folks.
Being the curious person that I am, I haven't been just scanning this room. I'm not going to walk in there, because I don't know if I can.
So this is where all the stuff you guys want. Someone wants to demo. What? Oh, nice. Is that what who borrowed? The deco?
No, he borrowed this.
Oh, yes. Okay, we've got some other equipment up here.
Flashlight. We can put this in the hallway.
Okay, and this other room, we've got some SLS, so there's another room that people can go in and look. So we've got 2 rooms up here.
Hold on.
Oh, we brought my SLS. All right. See, we've got another paranormal group with us, which is awesome. And you guys got stuff, so we love that.
Crazy thing about this is when Buddy came 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
That's Elsie there.
That was turned mom in my, was over here. I put that in my basement and apparently it was left on.
And it kept going off. So explain.
No, the battery's still on 2 weeks later.
Wow. So explain to everybody else what these things do.
Okay, so all of this is EMF. So this might be your cell phone or it could just be something else. Right?
Yeah.
So if your phones are on airplane mode, you could be using whatever, which is fine. Just so we know what it is. That is a motion activated box. So that went off. So if any steps
She like
near it
here.
So it actually is like it's in here, so probably just her standing here.
Exactly.
We'll turn it off. And then in the out there I put a flux, which is so it's got right now it's just blinking blue. But one side is red and one side is green. So they can answer theoretically, thank you, yes or no questions. So if there's anybody here who wants to talk to us, we're giving a lot of different options. You can ring the bell like you just did. Or play with any of this other equipment if you so want to hang out with us. Does anybody here want to talk to us?
No. I'll wait over here. You don't like
Well, it will go that far, but you didn't move. No, it can go pretty far, yeah. So you can see how far. It can go pretty far. So if you want to like, yeah. But if you're not moving, it shouldn't be going off. Right? Because it's like, we tested this. Because it kept going off in our house when Bridget was going, we had it in the hallway. And know that it's actual communication. If there's any spirits here who want to communicate with us, look at this cool bell. Like, ring this cool bell.
Here. Sorry. I'm like,
You're good.
I'm an old fart. I'm like, oh God. I mean, the 80s was my 20s. And I fucking
just gotta
stick
hug,
to that.
right?
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love new wave. I love
this just says
punk.
forever.
Thank you. The 90s. I mean, there's some stuff in the 90s I like, but the 80s were just the musically.
You remember the 80s well, don't you? Oh, wait.
I do.
I know. She was
old.
born in 84.
84.
But that doesn't mean you can't appreciate
I
it.
remember it and I loved it, okay?
I loved it. Right? Okay. Jane was the last owner. She died here. She absolutely loved the paranormal, the dead. Is Jane here? This is the first yes. Thank you, Jane. Look at that. Because we got Virginia in there. We got Jane here. Virginia was Clara was the original owner. Her husband built it for her, the original house. Then he died. Then Clara married the state senator. They had a boy.
Which one? Which senator?
I got my notes.
Disaster.
You're asking. It was a disaster when he died. And then they had a boy that died in the First World War. And then they had their daughter Virginia. Virginia died here. She said. I'm a barrel of laughs. I really am.
Hey, like it.
Well, you'll get along with everybody. I get along
No,
with
I
if they can
think-
tolerate me, they can tolerate you.
No, I think we're fine. I am like so into para unity. I want everybody to be, and everybody's like Everett's side business.
Whose
Like if
energy
you guys
is
have
this?
some sort of side gig, let me know. I'll share it.
Oh. Brian, is there something over here?
I don't feel anything.
Oh, but
It's a little heavy.
Can you see anything? No, I'm drunk. I don't know how to explain this. What's this feeling?
I call it the Zach Bagans effect.
It's fucking.
Oh, God.
This is tipsy.
Oh,
Yeah.
I feel drunk.
Yeah,
all of a sudden.
tipsy is a good way to put it.
Like I can't sit up or else I'm like, bleh.
yeah.
Well, I want to sit where you're sitting.
Here, please.
Oh,
Yeah.
Try to sit here. Try to sit
I
there.
love your style.
Ooh. By all means. Let's put another psychic in the chair. Let's see what happens.
I don't prefer to feel drunk.
Oh, I feel better now. I feel better now.
Where's my pendulum? I have really great success for that.
Me too. I'm a
It's
good.
so
I'm a.
cool.
I'm a.
I got instantly.
I have an
My head
organized
feels
pendulum, and it's like the bomb.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
bleh.
Yeah. Like shaky and like the.
Do that to my ankle,
Like
spirit.
melting.
Amazing psychic class.
What?
I want that spirit to do that to my ankle.
I'm like a Reiki chick.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
I just took Reiki. I just took
Yeah.
Reiki class.
so we're kind of like, we sense stuff, we feel it.
I feel like most people who are into Reiki are also psychics, but yeah.
It's a scientific
I want to.
experiment.
But you have to have a really, hang on.
Okay, Spirit. Do you want her to fart?
Help
Sorry,
me.
I'm sorry. That's not.
I can tell you that every time I come here, this closet right here gives me the heebie-jeebies as it is right now. And I've literally caught with an SLS a figure with what looks like a rope hung around its neck, hanging in the closet. Lots of bedrooms in this place. And with my SLS in this bedroom, I caught two spirits doing the wild thing right on this bed. This is Elsie, owner of Bethany's Home Sweet Haunted Home.
Hi. So a couple weeks ago, I had some friends who have been here a million times over, and they didn't realize that this is a record player, because usually this is closed and it's covered. And they asked me to, like, if it worked, and I said it did, and we played it. And as we played it, we were kind of like trying to figure out what it was saying, and thought, well, that sounds kind of dark. What is this? And so I ended up pulling up the lyrics. The song is called "The Vacant Chair."
Let me pen in on
And it was written during the Civil War, and it was about a man named Willie who died, and how they're going to leave a vacant chair open for him and keep him in their evening prayers, and they miss him. And so yeah, the song is about a vacant chair, and I was like, and this, again, the soldier's name was Willie, and I thought, well, that's weird, because one of the first owner, her husband that she married later, his name was William, and he died, and he haunts this place. So I thought, well, that's a coincidence. Didn't think much about it. I mean, it kind of gave me goosebumps. And then 2 weeks ago, Bridget Marcourt from Girls Next Door, also known as the Ghost Bunny, she came, and when they came, her mom wanted to hear it. And so I was playing it, and then her brother was Googling it, and her brother said, is there a B-side to this album? And I was like, I don't know. And so I flip it over, and sure enough there is, and it's called "When You and I Were Young Maggie." William's wife, the first owner of this house, name was Maggie. So I don't know where this came from, And again, this was just like 2 weeks ago. This has been in here for years. This definitely wasn't the disc that was in there the last time I used it. So the fact that Willie and Maggie were in here felt, I don't know, a little something. It's just a little too coincidental, I guess. So yeah, I don't know what to think about any of that.
And I'll head to the basement real quick. Just giving you a basic tour of the house. This is where shenanigans used to happen. And there is a character that lives in this basement. It's believed to have a portal. And I'm just going to give you a look. But there's a gentleman by the name of Steve that used to own this house. And it's believed that there's a portal down here as well. Yesterday I got my first EVP in this house. That was cool. But
hey Steve, I have a feeling there's a portal down here based on the fact that I saw 4 people and then they disappeared. Can you answer me if there's a portal down here? Can you say yes or no? Can you tell me how many spirits come in and out of here? Is the water, is the river in the back of the house the way they travel here? How's the bootlegging business, man? You come across any gold lately?